Hi, my name is Julie Griffiths, and you've probably met Mark. We're going to be talking today about, or Mark's going to be talking today about um, how important sleep is to work and life in general. Go ahead, Mark.
Thank you very much, Julie. This is great. Okay, so getting a good sleep routine is very important for studying. And this is a few basics. The room. So it's very essential that you fall asleep quickly and easily. And you can do this by having a dark room and having a quiet room, having a good mattress and a good pillow, and being comfortable in your surroundings. Would you agree with that, Julie?
Yeah, I especially like the dark, especially when the nights are so light and it starts getting light so early. So having good blackout curtains are very nice,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
helpful. Or I sometimes sleep with an eye mask, actually.
yeah. Or some people like to have sleep in a cold room, so they leave their
Mm-hmm.
window open. It's
Mm-hmm.
completely up to the person, but you want to fall asleep quickly and easily. So the room's very important. Um, Other tips are agreeable temperature. If you like your room warm, have a good duvet. If you like it cold, open the window. Aromas. They talk about ambience. Um, Having nice ambience, which is nice lighting if you're going to read a book, not too bright, and nice smells. So scented candles. Lavender the is recommended because it helps you sleep easier. Um, yeah. Okay, it's important that you have a schedule. And what is a schedule? Well, a schedule is waking up at the same time every day and going to bed at the same time every day. Um, so you can do this by there's a process called budget time for sleep, which is considering your fixed wake up time. So if you want to be up for 8 o'clock, work backwards and identify a target bedtime. So it's recommended that you give adolescents get between 7 and 8 hours sleep. So it's important that we get that. So if you want to get up for 8, maybe go to bed at 12 at the latest. Naps. If you're like me, it's easy to fall asleep during the day. Um, but you want to be careful with naps. Any longer than 20 minutes, and you'll just disrupt your sleep routine. So try not to sleep any longer than 20 minutes. And it's if you are going to have a wee nap, the best time is around lunchtime. So around about one, half one. Okay, it's important that you have a pre bedtime routine. Well, what's that? Think about when you were young and you went whenever you were going to primary school, what did you do every night? You went into the bathroom, you washed your face, you brushed your teeth, you got your clothes ready for the next day. Maybe, I know when you become an adolescent, it gets a bit messier because we go to bed at different times. But try and stick to a bedtime routine. So 30 minutes before you want to actually sleep, okay, you want to be in your bed. You want to not be near any devices. Why? Why, Julie, do you think you don't want to be near any devices?
There's studies that have shown that the light from the devices interfere with the chemicals in your brain that make you sleepy. Serotonin, I think it's called. So that's why I think I stay, although I'm not very good. But I agree with the wind down. I always like to wind down at least an hour, really. Just turn off like all the, I won't ring anybody. I won't talk on the phone because it gets me wound up and ready to go out and, stay away from anything that would upset me. Situations that could cause problems. I try to get away from them and just kind of tune them out. So I really have to like go for a walk maybe or something and just really calm down at least an hour before I head to bed so I can sleep, get my brain
I
shut down.
I agree, and devices aren't just your phone as well. The TV. Some
Hmm.
people watch TV and have to have the TV on in the background before going to sleep. That's fine, um, but you don't want to be sitting watching the TV. Another thing that I find useful is a gratitude journal. So at the end of the day, whenever I get into my bed, at least 30 minutes or 1 hour before I want to sleep, I write down things that I'm grateful for that happened that day, or I write down any worries that I have in my brain or head, any stresses, financial stresses, worries about the next day at work. I write that all down the page so it's out of my head onto the page and I can sleep easy.
That's a good idea. Really good idea.
If you still can't fall asleep, try relaxation techniques. Don't focus on trying to fall asleep. So that's the worst thing you can do. If you can't sleep, don't think, oh, I need to sleep. Please sleep. Look at your watch or look at the time on your phone or your alarm clock and think, oh my goodness, and then go, please sleep, and wake up, and look again, it's an hour after. That's the worst thing you can do where you're trying to chase your sleep. The best thing is just focus on relaxing. Control your breathing. Mindfulness meditation. YouTube, there's loads of apps, fantastic apps. If you like the sound of the waves crashing on the beach, you can have that. If you like the sound of the rain beating off the window, you can have that. There's loads of apps out there. Muscle relaxation. So if you imagine all the stress and tension leaving your body, and guided imagery are examples of relaxation methods. Again, YouTube, fantastic resource. And that last PowerPoint there, point, try to get your mind off sleep for at least a few minutes before returning to bed. So if you can't sleep and you're uncomfortable, get up and go downstairs and pour yourself a glass of water. Drink the water or go to the loo and then get back into bed and try again. Okay? Keep a sleep diary. And why do you think they make you want to try and keep a sleep diary, Julie? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It lets you know, if you notice that you don't sleep after you've had corn on the cob or something, or something, is making your stomach feel upset, and that, and you keep noticing, oh, if I eat that or I do that right before bed, no wonder I can't sleep. Or if you experiment. For me, I found out that earplugs, I wear the old earplugs, and I can fall asleep okay, but then I wake up and then my mind starts going and I get myself agitated and I'm not sleeping. It happened this morning. Um, but earplugs really help because then I don't get wakened up. Therefore, I sleep straight through. So that's always good. I don't
And
like
you
the
would have
wind.
that in a sleep diary if you had
Yeah,
one.
yeah, and I would write that down. Oh, wore earplugs tonight. Oh, I didn't wake up. Oh, I noticed. Oh, yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. So basically, it's just to keep track on what triggers your sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and what helps. Sometimes coffee. I'm terrible at the minute for coffee. So if I drink coffee after 6, I mightn't be able to fall asleep as easy. So I try to cut my coffee down below. Or if I'm on Facebook, just before I get into bed,
Mm-hmm.
um, reading helps me, and I have
Mm-hmm.
that. And even filling out the sleep diary would maybe make you sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
If you need any more further help or guidance, there's loads of resources here. The Sleep Foundation, which is fantastic. Sleep is a hygiene. You know, they talk about sleep hygiene. It's like washing your face. It's a hygiene. It has to be good for it to be healthy. The NHS, Live Well, Sleep and Tiredness, How to Get Good Sleep. Again, thebetteryou.com. 5 great ways to have a perfect night's sleep. So check any of them resources out. Okay, thank you very much. This is Learn Support Team. And if you need any more resources or guidance, get in touch and we'll send this PowerPoint with the links and further help on to you. My name's Mark, and this is Julie and Mark.
Okay, and sleep tight.